I remember starting to draw in 2020 of August, and I remember how much despair and hopelessness I felt. I was like, how could I even begin to like scale this mountain, this huge mountain that is like drawing, like being good at making things out of nothing, you know? And it's been 4 years and I like to talk about it. At first I started on my phone. I had a Note 10, if I remember correctly, and I would use the stylus to draw. And did that for a year, I think. And after a bit of time, when I decided, okay, I deserve to get a tablet now, I got an iPad 2020. You know, it was really expensive. Like, honestly, like, I think I overspent on it. I didn't think I deserved it, but I started to draw. And many people are like, how could you get successful or even like get to an amateur level in a career? And here's the thing. If you want to get to that amateur level, like, you have to be obsessed with it. I have a friend, he's like, oh, I want to get into software engineering or design, or I don't know the actual like terminology of what he wants to do, but he wants to do something in IT basically. And I'm like, okay, bro. So what does your portfolio look like? Like, have you did anything? Like, have you developed any websites or stuff like that? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay, did you work towards like at least halfway? No. Then what are you doing? Oh, I'm studying mathematics because I want to get into college so that they teach me there. And I always like facepalm. Like, bro, like, how can you base your entire life around a career and not even once attempt to do like one job? And I say this in quotes, because one job, like in one job, what I mean by that is like one attempt to make a product out of it or an service, you know. Let's say you hypothetically have like a client and you do like a commission for them, you know. How can you base your entire life and future life plans over something that you have never done? And he's like, oh, but how am I supposed to learn? And like, you're in 2024, you have the equivalent of the Library of Alexandria in your pocket. You literally, you know English, the literal Latin of 2024. It's like knowing Latin when the Roman Empire was like at its highest peak. How can you not learn something? Why would you need a college? You know, like, yes, go to college, but I think, and this is like my unhinged and opinion that you should take with a grain of salt, I think college is mostly for meeting like-minded people and competition. I don't think I don't think the learning is the most important thing, because most of the things that you can learn by yourself. Just buy the book and learn it. I think it's as well as networking, but it's also socializing, like with actual people, and competition. And I look at this, like my friend, no shade at him, he's a smart and nice guy, but I look at him and I'm like, I remember how I was when I first started to draw. And I remember how obsessive I was, how every video you would look drawing, digital drawing, anything you would look, how to draw faces, Loomis technique, that technique, everything was watched. Like, you would search something up, it was like 8 videos, I would watch them. 49-minute video, it would be watched. I remember like I would watch Mark Brunet's video one by one, religiously. Then I went to Marco Bucci, then to Trent, like the Hearthstone and League of Legends guy, and more. Angel, I don't remember the last part of his name. Like, so many artists, classical, anime style, comic book, manga, Vlop. I watched a lot of his video, not all, because they were, I'm gonna be honest, they were boring, and his techniques are, he has a very fluid and consistent way of doing things. But what I want to emphasize is that I would watch everything. Even if the person didn't intertwine with my style, I would watch animation. I have not once done animation in my life. I still watch it and I still know what it's about. Why? Because it improves my figure drawing. Do you realize how... And I'm not successful. Look at me. I don't even make money out of this. How do you want to be successful in a free market if you do not obsess over your profession? Especially a profession like making a product. Like, you can work at a governmental job, you know, you just get paid your monthly salary, but actually making a product is different, because your creativity is on the line, your intellectual, you work with your head, you don't work with your brawn, you don't carry concrete bags, like you actually think. And if you don't come up with good ideas, you don't get food, and you don't, I mean, you know what I mean. In this society, you still get food even if you don't make money, but you don't make money. So what I want to emphasize with this is, I don't say like be obsessed. I don't want to sound like this like narcissistic asshole, but please listen to me. Watch people, watch your seniors. Where do you want to be? You look at people that are in the positions that you want to be. Let's say you want to be like Marco Bucci. What did he do at first? He did figure drawing, like poses, with flow. You do that. Then he says, "Oh, this is good as well. You do that too. You buy that book. I have literal physical books of like how to do art. I have art books. I have like I have the Morpho book. I have like lots of things in this regard. I do traditional watercolor. I did a bit of acrylics. I charcoal. Everything. I did a bit of Blender, but I don't like Blender. I don't like it. But I did Blender too. I did everything. You need to learn it. You need to learn it, and you need to be a fanatic. You need to be rabid about it. You have to do it. And I don't mean like, don't listen to me like I'm this like alpha male that is like, oh, you have to work 30 hours a day. It's no. Don't. What I mean is to be consistent and to watch and to observe and to gather information, because at the end of the day, that's what separates you. If you learned how to do something, even if it's a minute step, it still puts you a step closer. And this is common knowledge. This is like no shit Sherlock, but you have to watch videos. It helped me. The thing that helped me the most is watching these people draw, like the time lapses, and learning. Like I was learning how to draw, even though my hand-eye coordination wasn't getting better. I could still not place the eyes correctly, but I knew it was just a matter of time. It was no longer, I would look at the drawing and I was like, how could I even possibly make that? I remember thinking that. I would look at Vlop or Mark Brunette or any other, like Marco Bucci, any other artist, and I was like, how could I even begin to do that? And now I'm like, oh, I know what he did. I know how to do that. And I don't mean that by learn how to copy them. No, you can copy, but for learning, not for copying. But now I have not only begun to understand and to like see, like basically like, like in the Matrix where you see the like code, but I have not only begun to see like the code, but I have begun to create my own code with a mix of, I add like pointillism techniques, to my drawings, and I make digital drawings, I also do like, I make like the flow of the muscle, I wrap it around the shape so that it tells shape as well. I do color diversity. That's from Robert Schmid, like, putting like 7 or 8 different colors into a like flat plane, that's also from Marco Bucci. Using a lot of chaotic brushes, not marrying one brush. That was a watercolor painter. I literally forgot who it was. There are so many small things that I took from so many various places that it created a unique style, a unique person, which I think is beneficial. You need to look at a lot of people. You don't need to get hyper focused. I was anime style only, and then I was a background only, and then I was like, bro, like my faces are so bad. I need to do this urgently. And now my faces are alright. I'm gonna be honest, I still lack in faces, but now I lack in backgrounds because I stopped doing backgrounds. So it's like a constant, like this, like Tom and Jerry, like just this cat and mouse game, like you constantly chase it. You're in a constant pursuit. And honestly, it has helped me feel fulfilled, even though I have nothing to show for it. And I hope that you will help me with that. Like, subscribe, please. Share this, please. Anyway, I was talking about, I got the tablet, and I remember I didn't want to buy the Apple Pencil because it was like expensive. And I remember I drew for like a year straight with a fake Apple Pencil. I literally had to charge it with USB-C, literal plug-in port. And I remember I bought the Apple Pen, and I was like, oh my God, it has pressure. and I was like, oh my God, I have pressure. Oh my God, it detects when you spin it. It has like a shortcut button on it, like, oh my God, it was so incredible. It was life-changing. And Now we get to my third year, and my third year at the conversion of the fourth year, the third and the fourth year, I started doing traditional. And I'm so glad I started that, because I used to hear people like, oh my God, traditional. And I was like, cloud glazing again with it's overhyped. And now I actually do it, and I realized why a sketchbook is important. Because when you draw on traditional, every little, like even if you shake your hand a little, you can see it on the canvas. And traditional, it has like this roughness, this rawness. You feel it, you smell it, it's on your fingers, like the charcoal is on your fingers, the graphite is on your fingers. It's different. People used to say, oh yeah, but the computer does that, you couldn't do it on paper. And now I'm like, take any of the sketchbooks, open them, look at it, and there it is. It's manifested physically. You can literally see it. It's beautiful. And I urge you, and I not beg you, because I don't really care that much, but I urge you to try doing. The transition will be difficult, but trust. Give it 2 months. Every day give it 2 months. And just trust. Don't ignore your own feelings. Just do it. And trust me, it will change your artistic career. I promise. And now we are late in my 4th year. Now I'm trying to monetize it, because I'm 19 at this point and I need a job. I cannot be a NEET for the rest of my life, so I need to monetize it, and that's why I make all of these YouTube videos. TikTok has been cucking me, for 4 years. I haven't gained any success. I literally don't see any it's all stagnation in terms of views. I get 300 views on almost all of my videos for 4 years, and it's literal stagnation. I post once on YouTube Shorts, I get like 100 views, and then I get like 2 new subscribers, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like I'm like perplexed, like, oh my God, this is incredible. But I'm glad I started doing YouTube again. I started live streaming, so just tune into that. And I'm thinking about making other videos. I want to talk about regret. I talked about ego, and I cannot look at my videos. I think I'm so cringe. I just post them and I don't look back at them. But now I want you guys, if you listen to this, you're an absolute G, please support me, help me, because I don't want to be unemployed for the rest of my life. But anyway, I don't want to beg anymore. Please be an absolute G. Please say whatever you want to see. Comment. I have a small community. There's 42 subscribers. Any of you that write a comment, I will see it, because I don't have any other comments. It's not like there are 100 other comments that go over your own comments. So just comment. Do it with confidence. Do it, please. Anyway, take care and have a nice day.